Well, hi, all my friends. First of all, uh, prayers going out to the people of Mexico and to all of the people there and the children, of course. There's a school that has collapsed, and they're trying to find if there's any more children. Um, I just feel really sorry. Just looking at the buildings and everything, I'm just wondering. I don't think Mexico City is a poor city. I think that they're quite well off. But when I see that there's a lot of cement buildings and everything with no rebar in them, it just angers me that things are not built properly and to spec that could withstand an 8.0 earthquake. And why we're not doing that for people, it just irks me, and upsets me because we could save life. Okay. Anyway, I think God's just shaking up the world, and He's wanting us to look up and reach to Him because He made us so that He could love us, okay, so that He could glorify Himself in us, because there's nobody else, it's just us, okay, and so, I don't know. We need to get back to basics, Howard Storm has a new book out called Befriend God, Friend of Jesus. And I'm still reading it. I'm not finished with it yet. I have to just take it in chunks because then I think about it and marinate with it and, and let the Lord work with me and everything. But in his book, so far what I've read is, that he just goes back to the basic things and just very simply put, if you want to get to heaven, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No man can come to the Father except through Him. And trust me, we you Christians out there who think you all, are ready to go and, you've accepted the Lord, so your sins, you're washed, you're white as snow. No, you're not. You still sin every day. Okay, so you're not ready to meet God, and you're just not. And we still have a lot to go through. We still are not perfect yet. God cannot have sin. You have to be completely holy before you see the Lord. You have to be completely washed of sin before you can see the Lord and commune with Him. So a lot of people have to go, as they die, they go to the land of souls, as Swedenborg calls it, and you get educated, and you decide. You're the one that chooses whether you're going to go towards that, wanting to meet God, or you go to the hellish states. Okay, so you decide, and I think that miracles are still happening because people like Howard Storm and others, 1 in 20, I think, is the number that have had near-death experiences. And I think those are miracles in themselves. So anyway, so that's what's going on. And then there's a lot of my subscribers who need prayer. Tommy needs prayer for his leg. His girlfriend's very ill. Her name is Pam. If you would keep her in prayer and get her to the doctor. Thomas, call the EMT, call the paramedics, and just have them take her. If she refuses to go. Pam, get yourself to the doctor, girl. People love you and need you. So try to get yourself well. I know you're feeling just awful, and I don't know what's going on with you, but I'm keeping you in prayer. So I do hope that you get well soon. And if you would keep Buddy in prayer, he has cancer, and he's going to be, facing that battle. So if you'd uplift him and keep him in prayer, I'd appreciate that. And just, anybody else that needs prayer, please let me know, and I will keep you in my prayer to the Lord. And yeah, so we're in the book of Malachi. I want to get started with that. and keep our president and Melania in your prayer as well, our leaders, so that they make the right decisions and choices for what they're going to do. Yeah, okay, all right. So, Book of Malachi. Okay, so I already did the synopsis on it. The author is Malachi. God, by Malachi, complains of Israel's ingratitude, irreligiousness, and profaneness. Okay, so the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, and I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. And your eyes shall see, and you shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel. A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. And if I be a father, where is mine honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Saith the Lord of hosts unto you, O priests, and despise my name, and yet say, wherein have we despised thy name? You offer polluted bread upon my altar, and yea say, wherein have we polluted thee? In that ye say, the table of the Lord is contemptible. And if you offer the blind for sacrifice, is it not evil? And if you offer the lame and sick, is that not evil? Offer it now unto thy governor. Will he be pleased with thee, or accept thy person, saith the Lord of hosts? Now I pray you, beseech God that he will be gracious unto you. This hath been by your means. Will he regard your persons, saith the Lord of hosts? Who is there even among you that would shut the doors for naught? Neither do you kindle fire on my altar for naught. I have no pleasure in you, saith the Lord of hosts. Neither will I accept an offering at your hand. For from the rising of the sun even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles, and in every place incense shall be offered unto my name, and a pure offering, and for my name shall be great among the heathen, saith the Lord of hosts. But you have profaned it, and yet say, the table of the Lord is polluted, and the fruit thereof, even his meat, is contemptible. Yea, say also, behold, what a weariness it is, and you have snuffed it, saith the Lord of hosts, and you have brought that which was torn and lame and the sick, and thus you brought an offering. Should I accept this of your hand, saith the Lord? But cursed be the deceiver, by which is the flock male, and voweth and sacrificeth unto the Lord a corrupt thing. For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen. Okay, so chapter 2. I'll just get right into it. And now, O ye priests, this is the commandment, is for you. If you not hear, and if you will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name, saith the Lord of hosts, I will send a curse upon you. Yea, I will curse your blessings. Yea, I have cursed them already, because, yea, you do not lay it to heart. Behold, I will corrupt your seed and spread dung upon your faces, even the dung of your solemn feasts, and one shall take you away with it. And you shall know that I have sent this commandment unto you, that my covenant might be with Levi, saith the Lord of hosts. My covenant was with him of life and peace, and I gave them to him for the fear with the fear, the fear with he feared me and was afraid before my name. The law of the truth was in his mouth, and iniquity was not found in his lips. He walked with me in peace and equity, and did turn many away from iniquity. For the priest's lips should be kept knowledgeable, and they should seek the law at the mouth. For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts. But ye are departed out of the way, and you have caused many to stumble by the law. You have corrupted the covenant of Levi, saith the Lord of hosts. See, even here, Jesus is telling them, that they've caused many to stumble at the law. They've corrupted the covenant of Levi. Levites were the priest of the temple. Therefore have I made you contemptible and base before all the people, according as you have not kept my ways, but you have been partial in the law. Have we not all one Father? Have we not one God created us? Why do we deal treacherously every man against his brother by profaning the covenant of our fathers? Judah hath dealt treacherously, and abomination is committed in Israel, and Jerusalem and Judah hath profaned the holiness of the Lord, which he loved, and hath married the daughter of a strange god. The Lord will cut off the man that doeth this, the master and scholar, out of the tabernacles of Jacob, and him that offered an offering unto the Lord of hosts. And this gave ye done again, covering the altar of the Lord with tears, with weeping, and with crying out, insomuch that ye regarded not of the offering any more, or receiveth it with good will at your hand. Yea, ye say, wherefore? Because the Lord hath been witness between thee and the wife of thy youth, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously, yet is she thy companion and the wife of thy covenant? And did not he make one? Yet he, the residue of the Spirit, wherefore one? That he might seek a godly seed. Therefore take heed to your spirit, and let none deal treacherously against the wife of his youth. For the Lord, the God of Israel, saith that he hateth putting away. For one covereth violence, and his garment, saith the Lord of hosts. Therefore take heed to your spirit, that you deal not treacherously. You have wearied the Lord with your words, yet ye say, wherein have we wearied him? When you say, every one that doeth evil is good in the sight of the Lord, and he was delighted in them, or where is the God of judgment? Okay, I'm going to stop there. Start with chapter 3 on the next reading. There's just a lot going on in the world. Earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, politically, and, we're having all this strife, and now we're talking about immigration and everything, and, just, oh my goodness, just so many things that we need to be reaching out to the Lord for guidance and get back to basics. Jesus is the only way, the truth, and the light. No man can come to the Father except through him. And, even though some people may say, well, you want to get to the Lord the best way that you can, but still that fact remains. You still have to acknowledge who Jesus is, and who God is. And however you come to that, that's fine, I just think the Christian way is pretty good, and also if you read Emanuel Swedenborg, I think that's pretty good too. Okay, Bye-bye, guys.